5-minute mom. So let's say hypothetically, I went to this restaurant that was renowned for its salmon. Best salmon ever. And I go to the restaurant and I order the salmon and a fresh side salad, and I'm very excited about it. And when the waitress comes to the table, or waiter, not sexist here, either one is fine, she brings me a plate of popcorn. And I say, well, wait a minute, I came here for salmon, and I'm paying for salmon. I'm ready to have some salmon, and you have given me popcorn. Now, I like popcorn. Popcorn's entertaining, you know, it's crunchy, salty, buttery. If it's done well, it's really good. Sometimes it can be a meal. But I heard you had the best salmon. You're known for really reliable salmon that's delicious, and it's what I'm kind of craving now. And now I've got popcorn, and the waitress says to me, there's a man at that table over there, and he doesn't like you at all. And she starts telling me all the things that this man over there doesn't like about me, about women in general, about people of, you know, I don't know, my race or ethnicity or my faith. And now I'm like, well, I don't like him either. Maybe you should ask him to leave, you know. And I kind of forget about the fact that, you know, as we're talking, I'm now munching on popcorn and listening to her talk about, you know, people like that don't like other people. And here we are having this conversation, and all of a sudden she's talking about something she saw on Twitter and something someone tweeted. So I probably wouldn't go back to that restaurant again, because I get home and I'd be like, why am I so hungry and still craving salmon? So let's say there are 6 restaurants that I can choose from where I live. And I try all 6 in an attempt to get a decent meal brought to the table. And sometimes I get popcorn, and sometimes maybe I get Cheerios, and maybe sometimes I get nachos or pizza. But I never get what I'm looking for, which is anything of actual substance brought to the table. And what I consistently get when I question what's going on here is, did you know this person is this way and they don't like you and you should be angry about that and you're really the victim here? If I can only choose from 6 restaurants and they're all owned by the same group of people, I'm never going to get salmon. Nothing of substance is ever going to be brought to the table. It's probably a bad analogy. If you haven't guessed, I'm talking about legacy media. We're getting nothing. Popcorn and insults. And that's about it. So that's why there's this blackout, media blackout going on this week. Fox, NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN. Who am I missing? PBS. I don't know. Associated Press. I'm just not looking at any of it. I'm also not looking at Twitter or YouTube. You're looking at YouTube. I'm not going to post anything the rest of the week, so you don't look at YouTube. I just hit the 5-minute mark, and I don't have much else to say. Maybe not a great analogy right now, because if you're going to a restaurant, if that's allowed where you live, and restaurants are allowed to be open for more than just drive-through, it probably seems like something out of the Twilight Zone anyway. So, that's all I have tonight. But I hope it was entertaining a little bit. It wasn't salmon. It was popcorn. Maybe it was pickles. Have a good night. God bless you. Good measure, packed down, and overflowing. Hey, if you have a good source for news that's brought to the table with integrity and hot off the press, so cheesy. Anyway, drop it. Drop a comment below. And I always forget to say it, but this time I'm going to say it. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I will try and get better about making videos. I think the next one I'm going to do, I am going to tell you what is in my Google News feed and why it is so important for me to always read my Google News feed, because then I can know exactly what's happening in the world. God bless you. Good measure, packed down, and flowing over. Have a good night.